Alright, welcome back to another vlog. It's been a while. It's been quite some time, actually. It's been about 6 or 7 months since I've done one of these. No excuse, I probably could have continued to film and make these vlogs and make these videos and make content, but I just didn't prioritize it as something important at the time, and I wish I would have done things differently, but then again, that's okay, because I can't go back and do that again, but I'm here making these videos again, and I'm gonna bring you along on the journey. I'm gonna go run a 5K right now, and get that going, get my lungs back in the game because I haven't been running for a while. Tomorrow morning I'm flying to Los Angeles for a client podcast shoot. Should be a fun, exciting trip, going for 4 days, and you guys will get to see all of that and what I'm doing there. Without further ado, let's go on this run. Let's get the lungs going and let's not waste any more time. Excited to go, obviously, one, because the opportunities is big for me to continue to do this podcast that I've been doing, and to see the launch of it in the new year, as well as continue to have that as a reoccurring client in terms of video editing for myself, and to go, periodically, quarterly to shoot. It's no rest for me. I don't have a traditional 9 to 5, so. And, personal circumstances and life circumstances call for me to be always on my toes and moving forward, at least in this period of time, especially in this period of time. I have the energy. I'm excited. See you guys in the morning. Saturday morning, December 14th. Got in yesterday at about 10 a.m. local time. Checked into the B&B, went for a little walk, etc. That's the sunset you saw. But now it is the next morning at 6 a.m. and we're about to get a little run in before we get ready for the day and have the first podcast shoot. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning out. My internal clock is 3 hours behind, so it would technically be 9 in the morning right now, but 6 in the morning local time, which is perfect. Gonna get this run in and have a good one. finish up the run. Good, solid 5 kilometers. On to getting ready and heading to the first 2 podcasts we're shooting today. And then we're doing 2 more tomorrow. So.
Strategies and compassionate care and a lot of understanding and knowledge. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure to have you here. I think one of the most exciting things is that we will cover quite a spectrum today. Talk about how we might identify not only what is ADD and ADHD, but also for the spectrum of ages from 0 to 3.
8:30 in the morning right now. And we're just about to get ready and head to the second block, our second day of filming here in LA for the podcast. Just today, quick little workout as you guys saw. Got some skipping in, some shadow boxing in, and about to do just 1 circuit of abs and then get ready, eat, and head over to the studio where we're gonna film the last 2 podcasts for this trip. And then after that, probably going to maybe do a 10K and then eat, go to the beach, maybe enjoy a little bit before I go. And tomorrow I head home. Flight's at around 3 p.m. local time, so that's 6 p.m. I'm learning a lot from the people and the company that's around me. A lot of doctors, naturopaths, and people in a different industry than me, and so I'm learning a lot. People experts in their industry that aren't even known, and that's the idea of this podcast, is to give it to the world, give back to the world, help mothers and parents of expecting children, and also give free value and really make this thing success and made it heard, because there is like barely anybody on this niche of what we're doing with this podcast. And so making this and giving it back to people is really important, and I get to be a part of that process by filming it and also editing it and scheduling, posting, etc., and running the entire show behind the scenes. And it's very fulfilling work, so I'm very happy to be part of it. And yeah, should be good. About to get ready now, do some abs and get going. I want to go over some of the things I learned this weekend from the people I was around, the much more experienced people in business, in life, and in their fields. And I want to go through it with you and share my experience and share what I learned on this valuable trip. One of the things I learned was patience. Patience in terms of day by day doing the right things at the right times, and putting myself in the right scenarios and rooms to be able to execute on opportunities. An example is I had an opportunity back in October, and I couldn't properly jump on it because of the amount of other work that I had to do and other clients that I had to fulfill. And so I couldn't jump on this opportunity. If I leave it any longer, it will go away and I won't get this opportunity again. So I think patience is a big thing, and patience that things will come in the right time. And for me, obviously, that has a lot to do with faith. Knowing that God has a plan, that He will allow things to happen when the time is right, as long as I, of course, ask for it, as long as I work for it, or doing the right things, doing the right work day in and day out, to be ready to have these opportunities. Over the last 3 years of being out of college and out of high school, 4 years of being out of high school, I can say that now is literally finally the time where I can properly execute on these opportunities and not take them for granted. And I have the work ethic, the mindset, and the heart to go through with them. And in my opinion, the reason why I'm ready for them is because of ability to give my life to Christ and commit myself to God and prioritize Him first as best I can. And that's why I'm able to have these things and these opportunities now. Second thing that I've learned on this trip is investing in myself. As I've gone on this trip, a lot of work has been given to me on the back end after I'm home. When I'm home, I now have to. There's a lot of work to do, especially throughout this next couple weeks of December and then throughout the new year, and a lot more opportunities are coming my way. Opportunities that are arising require a lot of work, and so I'm now investing in digital systems integrated with AI, of course, for my work. And of course now I'm prioritizing investing in my gear and upgrading my gear, upgrading my cameras, different lights, etc. And that's another big thing that I'm doing now. So investing in myself, and there are investments and not expenses is my point. So that's the second biggest thing I learned. And so the last thing that I can say I definitely learned on this trip, and this is something that I learned, but it's just something that I put into practice earlier this year, and now it's becoming more prevalent in my life, is putting myself out there. Instead of waiting around and waiting for opportunities to come to me, I am actively going out and seeking those opportunities. And for me, that was the biggest hurdle that I had to do and had to learn, because I'm naturally an introvert and I don't like speaking to random people I don't have to speak to. But being in this industry, and being an entrepreneur, I have to do that. I have to go out of my way and go for opportunities. And it's not like opportunities weren't coming to me, because they do naturally, but to go heavy on more so me going out and doing cold outreach rather than just waiting for reoccurring clients that pick me up once for a videography job and then a few months later they come back and they ask for more business. Instead of that, me going out of my way to do that is one of the biggest things that I've learned. Because I'm taking initiative now. Hey, I could do this, and this to some of the people that I know and some of the clients that I have. Even things like people that I meet here that I know I can do good content for. It's like, hey, get their number, email, whatever, create free value for them. Be like, hey, this is what I can do. Take a look at this. This is what I made for you. Let me know what you think, and if you like it, maybe we continue and talk about other things. Stuff like that. I'm actively starting to do more, and I'm going to go heavy on, especially in 2025. But I'm very grateful, of course, and I think gratitude is the fourth and biggest thing that I need to remind myself of. It's not even something that I learned on this trip. It's something that, for me, it's gratitude towards Christ and towards God. More than anything, the people that He's put in my life, the mindset that He's given me since I was a kid, strength He has given me, the circumstances He has given me to be stronger, to be wiser, to be more courageous, and I'm still learning. I'm still in this process of growth and development. And I'm not, of course, where I want to be ideally, but I'm a lot further ahead than I imagined I ever was. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to even be here in this environment, in this beautiful, be here, the sun shining on my face, on a rooftop, having a cigar, talking to the camera, and being able to share this. I'm grateful for being on this trip, and that's something I need to continue to practice and to reiterate, and not just to God and to Christ, but also to the people that have given me these opportunities. A great quote I heard, I believe, from Tony Robbins is, trade your expectations for appreciation, and your life changes in an instant. Because so often as humans, we think about what we're expecting to have and what we want in the long term, in the short term, and we never sit and just be like, you know what, I appreciate it and I'm grateful for all these things that were given. And your expectations, especially when you don't hit them, make you feel on the negative side. That's been the lessons that I've actively thought about on this trip. Are those four: investing in yourself. Combination of all those things will continue to push me forward through this new year when I get back. Allow me to not lose the momentum that I have, and to make 2025 a fruitful, great year. So for the rest, I'm just gonna sit here, finish this cigar before of this checkout of this Airbnb. Enjoy the rest of the few hours that we have here before we head to the airport and head back home to Canada. So